And welcome back. It's now time to talk with ETBU head men's and women's tennis coach Jeff Bramlett. Well, Coach Bramlett, you finally got your match in. You took on Dallas Baptist last week, and the results obviously not too favorable, but there were some things in the match that I'm sure that kind of stood out to you as that made a good impression on you. Just talk about things that you saw that you took away and say, man, that was really good from them.
Yeah, it was much better than what the score indicated. The doubles was actually quite close. We had several close ones. We had a tiebreaker at number 2 girls doubles. I think it was 8-4, 8-5 at one girls doubles. All the boys doubles were quite competitive. I think we had an 8-5, another 8-5. I believe number 3 boys doubles was 8-6. So I could live with that. The singles, we actually nominated Joseph Salinas for Player of the Week. He won number 2 boys singles. On the girls side, Lisa Kendall, we nominated her for Player of the Week. She got a win at number 2. But of course, on the women's side, we're playing against scholarship athletes. Even then, their number 8 player was, I think, a full scholarship athlete from Serbia. So we knew it was going to be a quite competitive match, but we just wanted to come out of it playing well, and we felt like we did.
Now, Coach, you guys are headed out onto the road now after being at home for the match against DBU. So you guys are taking on Austin College. What's the mindset of your team headed out onto the road now? I know it's easier to play at home for a lot of players, but what's the atmosphere like for the team headed out on this road trip against Austin College?
Yeah, I mean it's always exciting when we go out on the road, but it's same mindset. We want to prepare just as though it's a home match, and of course we won't have the home crowd, but it's exciting. And they're going to go play those Kangaroos up in Sherman, Texas, at Austin College, and we were talking about that earlier. We weren't sure how the Kangaroos got started in Sherman, Texas. My theory was that the circus was traveling through town, and there was a train crash, and a kangaroo got loose. But I'm pretty sure that's not true. But I had y'all going earlier, didn't I? But that should be a good match. A lot of people feel like that women's team's possibly going to be nationally ranked up there. The men's team's always tough. They've beaten us. They beat us. I think the last couple times they've played us. So should be a good match, and we're looking forward to it. We got rained out last weekend. We're just praying for some good weather this weekend, and we need it. The following weekend, our women have a triple header. The men have to play Southwestern, so we just really need some good competition to get ready, hopefully, for our Eastern Conference matches.
Now, Coach, obviously you're kind of a Texas legend as far as tennis are concerned. So is it possible that you might have a story to tell just to kind of keep this entertained and all that? I mean, it has to be clean to say the least, but is there kind of anything that always sticks out to your mind, or just any last thoughts before we let you go?
Oh, any last thoughts on the Sherman match or on the Dallas Baptist match? I'm trying to think. Let's see here. We played Wade Morgan this last weekend, which is fun. He was my first match as a college coach. He was coaching over at Shriner, and we were playing at Marshall High School, and it was starting to get dark. And they have the old lights over there at Marshall High School, as you know, and I think they might even be up on old wooden poles. And he came up, he's like, "Coach, hey, can you turn on the lights?" And I looked at him, and I'll go, "Oh, no." And I started looking around my pockets. He goes, "What is it?" I go, "I forgot the quarters." He goes, "What do you mean?" I go, "You have to have quarters for the lights here." So he started asking his players. Austin, who's now the head coach there at Shriner, he asked him, "Austin, hey, can you guys go find some quarters?" So he had all his players looking for quarters for the lights. And so now that's the big joke. When he came up to play us, he goes, "All right, well, we're coming up with my team coach, and I'll bring the quarters this time for the lights." So that's a pretty funny story for this last night.
Okay. Well, you probably might hear more of those stories as we go on. But, Coach, once again, thanks for joining us. And we're going to take a break, but when we come back, Mark and I will have our final thoughts on the show in just a moment.